Okay, so we're going to take a real look into Ephesians 6:13, continuing with the spiritual warfare teaching here, and it says, "Therefore take you the whole armor of God." So he's going to list here the whole armor of God and why that we may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So he's talking about, again, there are a number of scriptures relating to fighting the enemy in the New Testament. There's not a ton of them, but there's it's very clear instruction. Submit to God, resist the devil, and they'll flee. Beware of the wiles of the enemy, pulling down thoughts, and then telling us this one here that having done all to stand. And again, we're standing, and all these scriptures do relate to the finished work of Jesus, because that's the key to this whole thing. When you understand that Jesus, the finished work of Jesus, has defeated the enemy, and that we have all authority over the enemy now because Jesus has defeated him, their defeated foe. So we have to stand. And if you stand, no matter what the oppression is, again, I'm specifically after here, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, fear, PTSD. And if you stand, you will win. And I can't emphasize that enough. It's a guarantee that if you stand, you will win. And here's some interesting things we need to study here about what Paul is showing us and what we need to stand on and what we need to understand in the battle. And it goes on here, stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth. Number one is truth. Number two is the breastplate of righteousness. And number three is the gospel of peace. Number four is the shield of faith, where we shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Again, this is not something that we go into not knowing that we're going to lose. You were going to win. It takes perseverance and courage to win, just like Joshua and Caleb. They were well able. They had courage and perseverance. They trusted the word of God, just like we trust Jesus' comments about setting the captives free. And, we have been translated out of the kingdom of darkness. So we shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one. And take the helmet of number 5. Number 4 is the shield of faith. Number 5, the helmet of salvation. And number 6, the sword of the Spirit. And number 7, praying in the Spirit. And we're going to analyze here and go over each one of these, number 1 through 7. And it's kind of interesting, and it's also, it should get some revelation out of this as to, how the New Testament, and Jesus is the Word. The Word in the beginning was the Word. So Paul writing is a reflection of the words of Jesus Christ. And the Word is truth. So we're going to go through each one of these steps and talk about them and go through them in some detail.